We did it! We just recently hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, Loki and Elena, and I am so happy to get this first big YouTube milestone out of the way. It certainly was not easy, so I'd like to take some time to reflect on the journey, thank our subscribers, and share some YouTube growth tips that I've learned along the way. The topic of YouTube growth isn't in my niche, but sharing my milestones is. So keep watching because this cat lady has some opinions to share, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with this too. Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Elena, and this is my kitten, Loki. I create educational content for cat lovers and relatable content for cat ladies. First, let's talk schedule and consistency. First, I'd like to talk about schedule and consistency because every YouTube advice video you watch talks about this to highlight the importance of having a consistent upload schedule. And I'll tell you right now, this has been really difficult for me. I started out wanting to do one video per week, but quickly found out that this was not realistic for me at this time. So I've settled on one video every 2 weeks, and this is much more doable for me. Some YouTubers are able to pump out like 3 decent videos a week, and other YouTubers with a more cinematic or storytelling vibe only do like 1 video a month, even as full-time creators. And it shouldn't be a surprise that some videos just take longer to produce. If you do some browsing on YouTube, it's really obvious that some creators put more time into their videos and others put less time into their videos. Everyone's goals on YouTube are different, so you shouldn't compare yourself to someone who has different goals, a different niche, and a different video style, because this all affects video output. So my advice regarding schedule and consistency is to pick a goal that feels challenging for you, then test it out and see if it's actually doable. If you can feel that it's too much because you're not getting enough sleep or you're starting to resent having to say no to all social engagements, then that's a sign that it's probably too much. Experiment until you settle on an upload schedule that is challenging for you but not burnout inducing. Let's say you start out wanting to upload 2 videos per week. Give it a shot and be honest with yourself about how you're feeling. You should be making some sacrifices, but not so many that you end up quitting. Because the real key to success on YouTube, from what I've heard, is not giving up. Most new YouTubers quit within the first 3 months. Don't let that be you. Section 2, time frame. Most new YouTubers put a lot of pressure on themselves to hit certain milestones within a set time frame that they believe to be the correct time frame for successful YouTubers. But who is to even say what qualifies as a successful YouTuber, right? Or what is a correct timeline? Again, this is all personal and arbitrary. So please do not compare yourself to others, because all that's going to do is distract you from success in your own personal journey. The best thing you can do to grow as quickly as possible is to put your head down and focus on your own personal growth plan, which looks different from others. Worrying and stressing about what other YouTubers are doing isn't going to get you anywhere any faster. So focus on you, stay the course, track and celebrate your own milestones, regardless how they compare to others. Some creators may get monetized with their very first video if it goes viral. Others may take years. Personally, it took me 6 months to hit 1,000 subscribers, and my watch time still has a ways to go. But I don't see that as a failure because someone else grew faster. I see it as a success because my channel continues to grow. And I know at some point I will qualify and be monetized. In fact, I'd actually argue it's better to grow slowly than to go viral. Slow growth enables you to keep up on the back end. You have time to set up the systems required to take advantage of any virality that may happen. You have time to set up a business email, create a website, learn how to do affiliate marketing, write a course, create an ebook, set up sales funnels, etc. Without all of these systems in place before a video pops off, you are seriously missing out on sales opportunities. And this is another reason why YouTube is harder than people think. There's so much work going on behind the scenes to try to diversify income streams because most creators do not or cannot rely solely on the single income stream of Google AdSense. So the takeaway regarding time frame is to set your own goals and celebrate your own milestones without comparing yourself to others. This will really help you stay on track and build your own momentum to grow faster. If you find you really cannot stop yourself from feeling defeated after watching YouTube videos about how quickly other creators grew, then stop watching them. Cut out the distractions and the negativity. Unfollow, silence, or unsubscribe from anything that isn't serving you during this period of focus and hustle. Additionally, don't try to spread yourself too thin by focusing on multiple platforms. Pick one platform, I've chosen YouTube, and focus on building a strong foundation there before expanding elsewhere. Section 3, the easy mode lie. Third, I'd like to address this prevalent misconception floating around YouTube that YouTube is currently on what they're calling easy mode. So, okay, YouTube is not easy, and anyone telling you otherwise is lying. I don't think it's fair to say that YouTube is on easy mode right now because everyone's YouTube journey is different and unique and relative to their own timing. I really feel like those are just clickbaity videos just because some creators had a very difficult time picking up momentum growth like 6 years ago with a totally different algorithm doesn't mean it's any easier now for me or other new YouTubers as we try to navigate our own unique set of obstacles. Some of us have more free time than others. Some of us have very serious responsibilities like children. Some of us have demanding full-time jobs, or we're dealing with grief or personal disabilities. So I'd argue YouTube is uniquely challenging for every individual because it's all relative. And even for creators who get lucky with a viral video, that doesn't necessarily mean they have it any easier in the long run. Because as I mentioned earlier, once you go viral, you need to be prepared for that virality and know how to harness it to reap any benefits at all. There is so much work to do on the back end that people don't see, none of which is easy. So rather than encouraging people to start a YouTube channel right now because YouTube is on easy mode, let's be honest about the heavy workload yet high payoff that existed years ago and still exists today. Section 4, to niche or not to niche. One of the most popular controversies in the YouTuber world is whether or not to niche down your channel, and if so, how much. Some people say to create whatever you want because you are the niche, or you create your own niche. And other creators say to confine yourself to only one topic. After watching way too many videos about this, I found that the best path is somewhere in the middle. You do want a general niche to attract an audience and not confuse them, but you don't want to niche down so hard that you make yourself miserable and bored. If you don't continue to enjoy making your videos, you will burn out and quit. So you need to find a middle path where you still feel inspired and motivated most of the time, or the journey won't be sustainable. So I recommend picking a general niche that consists of 3 main pillars. Create videos for each of these 3 main pillars, and as you grow, you can analyze what is performing best with your audience. Then niche down a little harder on your most successful pillar. And I wouldn't completely give up on any of your 3 pillars unless they are not getting any views at all. And if you are in that situation, if the pillar that isn't getting any views at all is something you really love, then consider starting a second channel just for that one niche. A great example of someone who did this is Katie Steckley. Katie's channel is very clearly meant for digital creators and entrepreneurs, but she also loves making travel vlogs. When Katie saw that her travel vlogs were not performing well with her audience, she decided to start a completely separate channel. This way, her travel vlogs won't skew her for overall channel performance. And she still gets to have fun posting vlogs. Staying flexible and open to change with your niche is really important as you continue to grow. Personally, my big picture niche is cat content for cat lovers. Broken down, my 3 pillars are educational cat care content, relatable cat lady content, and updates on my YouTube journey. I plan to continue with these 3 pillars and tweak things as I gather more data on what is or is not working well. Normally, at this point in a video, I would tease a related follow-up video to keep you hooked on my content and ask you to subscribe. But because this video does not represent my core niche, and you're probably just here for YouTube growth advice, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to ask you to boop the like button to support my work, comment below your niche and current subscriber count, because I'm curious and I want to meet other small creators, and please only subscribe if you're actually interested in educational cat care content or relatable cat lady vlogs. I really hope this video was helpful to any new YouTubers or anyone thinking about starting a YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.